Hello friends, Books with Grandma here, and today I'm going to be reading a bunch of books in a row. So the first one is the Babies and Kitties book by John and Molly. Lots of things babies do, kitties do too. Babies peek and kitties peek and hide. Babies and kitties jump so high. They make silly faces and explore new places. They both chase bubbles and get into trouble. Babies and kitties sleep night and day. Babies and kitties wake up to play. They see with bright eyes. And sometimes they cry. Babies give love. Kitties love too. Lots of things babies do, kitties do too. The end. Don't go anywhere. The next book is P is for Potty. Today, Elmo and his mommy are babysitting for Elmo's little cousins, Albie and baby Jojo. Elmo and Albie are busy playing. Jojo is fussing. It might be time for a diaper change. Little Jojo, says Elmo's mommy. I used to wear diapers like Jojo, Albie says proudly, but now I'm learning to use the potty, just like you. So I'm going to lift the flap here. Ooh, toys. Books, a blanket, blocks, and a baseball. Oh, yes, you do need a change, says Elmo's mommy. Your diaper is wet. Jojo smiles and coos as Elmo's mommy changes his diaper. I don't have to wear diapers anymore, Albie says again. Hooray for Albie! Elmo cheers. That's right, Albie, Elmo's mommy says. You're wearing pull-ups now and learning to be a big boy. So I'll lift this flap. Oh, there's a bird. Let's see what's behind the lamp. Another lamp. Let's see what's in the diaper. Oh, dirty diaper. Time to change. How about the desk? Oh, lots of school supplies and fun crafting products. After lunch, Elmo says, now Elmo needs to use the potty. When he's done, he uses toilet paper to dry himself. But just a little bit. Then he flushes the toilet and pulls up his big boy underpants. Next, Elmo washes and dries his hands. When I use the potty, I do that too, just like you, Albie says. Does Albie need to use the potty now? Asks Elmo. Albie shakes his head. I don't think so. I'm going to look under the towel. Oh, bath toys. In the sink, the water's running. Behind the vanity mirror, toothbrush, toothpaste. In the hamper, dirty clothes, just as expected. Later, Albie realizes he has to use the potty. I know what to do because Elmo showed me. He says when Albie's mommy comes home, he tells her all about his day. Cousin Elmo helped me learn how to use the potty, Albie says with a big smile. Yay, Albie! Elmo cheers for his little cousin. And soon, Albie says, I'll be able to use the big potty just like you. So let's look behind this flap. It's a book and a book. Behind the door is Elmo. And over here we have toilet paper that's coming off the roll. Here we have, oh, a pacifier for the baby. Yarn because she knits. In the backpack we have toys and cool stuff, and in Mama's bag here we have, oh goodness, oh, car keys, and it looks like a little makeup bag. And so that is the end of P is for Potty. But friends, don't leave. I have more books. We're going to be reading The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. the snowy day. To Tick, John, and Rosalie. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out, like this. He walked with his toes pointing in, like that. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks, and he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. It was a stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. Oh no! He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. So he made a smiling snowman, and he made angels. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. And he thought and thought and thought about them. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. The end. But don't go anywhere. I have more books. Today, I'm going to be reading The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything by Linda Williams and illustrated by Megan Lloyd. To Charles, to my parents with love and gratitude. Once upon a time, there was a little old lady who was not afraid of anything. One windy afternoon, the little old lady left her cottage and went for a walk in the forest to collect herbs and spices, nuts and seeds. She walked so long and so far that it started to get dark. There was only a sliver of moon shining through the night. The little old lady started to walk home. Suddenly, she stopped. Right in the middle of the path were two big shoes, and the shoes went clomp, 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 clomp. Get out of my way, you two big shoes. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady. On she walked down the path, but behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. A little farther on, the little old lady stumbled into a pair of pants, and the pants went wiggle, wiggle. Get out of my way, you pair of pants. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady, and she walked on. But behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp, and one pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. Farther still, the little old lady bumped into a shirt, and the shirt went shake, shake. Get out of my way, you silly shirt. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady, and on she walked, a little faster, but behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp, one pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle, and one shirt go shake, shake. A little ways on, the little old lady came upon two white gloves and a tall black hat, and the gloves went clap, clap, and the hat went nod, nod. Get out of my way, you two white gloves, and you tall black hat. I'm not afraid of you, she said, and on she walked, just a little bit faster. But behind her, she could hear 2 shoes go clomp, clomp. 1 pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go shake, shake. 2 gloves go clap, clap. And 1 hat go nod, nod. By now, the little old lady was walking at quite a fast pace. She was very near her cottage when she was startled by a very huge, very orange, very scary pumpkin head. And the head went, boo, boo. This time, the little old lady did not stop to talk. She did not stop at all. She ran. But behind her, she could hear 2 shoes go clomp, clomp. 1 pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go shake, shake. 2 gloves go clap, clap. 1 hat go nod, nod. And 1 scary pumpkin in head. What pumpkin? And 1 scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. The little old lady did not look back. She ran as fast as she could, and she didn't stop to catch her breath until she was safe inside her cottage with the door locked. She sat in her chair by the fire, and she rocked, and she rocked. It was so quiet in her cottage before the knock, knock on the door. Should she answer it? Well, she was not afraid of anything. So she went to the door and opened it. What do you think she saw? 2 shoes go clomp, clomp. 1 pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go shake, shake. 2 gloves go clap, clap. 1 hat go nod, nod. And 1 scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady bravely. What do you want, anyway? We've come to scare you. You can't scare me, said the little old lady. Then what's to become of us? The pumpkin head suddenly looked unhappy. I have an idea, said the little old lady. She whispered into the pumpkin's ear. The pumpkin head nodded, and its face seemed to brighten. The little old lady said good night, closed the door, and whistled on her way to bed. The next morning she woke up early. She went to her window and she looked out into her garden. And what do you think she saw? 2 shoes go clomp, clomp. 1 pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go shake, shake. 2 gloves go clap, clap. 1 hat go nod, nod. 1 scary pumpkin head go boo, boo, boo. And scare all the crows away. That was fun. The end. But friends, do not go anywhere. I have another book to read. The next book I'm going to be reading is called I Love You, Stinky Face. Here's the cover. This is one of my favorites. I don't know if I can fit it all in the screen. Let me try. Okay, that's better. I love you, my wonderful child, said Mama as she tucked me in. But I had a question. Mama, what if I were a big, scary ape? Would you still love me then? If you were a big, scary ape, I would comb your whole hairy self to make sure you didn't have any tangles. And I would make your birthday cake out of bananas. And I would tell you I love you, my big, scary ape. But Mama, what if I were a super smelly skunk and I smelled so bad that my name was Stinky Face? Then I would give you a bath and sprinkle you with sweet smelling powder. And if you still smelled bad, I wouldn't mind. And I would hug you tight and whisper in your ear, I love you, Stinky Face. But Mama, what if I were an alligator with big, sharp teeth that could bite your head off? Then I would buy you a bigger toothbrush for your big teeth and make sure that you brush them every night so they'd stay healthy and strong. And if you had a sore throat, I would stick my head right inside your enormous jaws to make sure you were okay. And I would say, I love you, my ferocious alligator. But Mama, what if I were a terrible meat-eating dinosaur with razor-sharp claws that ripped my sheets to shreds every night while I slept? Then I would give you plenty of meat to eat, if that is what you liked. And I would sew your sheets back together every day, because after all, ripping them would be an accident. And I would tuck you into your newly mended sheets every night and say, I love you, my sweet, terrible dinosaur. But Mama, what if I were a swamp creature with slimy, smelly seaweed hanging from my body, and I couldn't ever leave the swamp, or I would die? Then I would build a house right next to the swamp, and I would stay with you and take care of you always. And when you splashed to the surface, I would say, I love you, my slimy little swamp monster. But Mama, what if I were a green alien from Mars and I ate bugs instead of peanut butter? Then I would dress you in colors that showed off your nice green skin. And I would pack your lunchbox with beetles and spiders and ants and grasshoppers and the tastiest bugs you ever had. And I would pack a note with all the bugs that said, I love you, little greenie. Bon appetit. But Mama, what if I were a cyclops and I had just one big gigantic eye in the middle of my head? Then I would look right into your gigantic eye and say, I love you, my little cyclops. And I would sing you a lullaby until your one gigantic eyelid got droopier and droopier, and it finally closed and you fell fast asleep. I love you, Mama. And I love you, my wonderful child. Love that book. The end. But friends, don't go anywhere. I have another book for you. The next book I'm going to be reading is Anansi the Spider. For my mother and father. Oh, this is says Anansi the Spider, A Tale from the Ashanti by Gerald McDermott. Anansi. He is Spider to the Ashanti people. In Ashanti land, people love the story of Kwaku Anansi. Time was, Anansi had 6 sons. First son was called See Trouble. He had the gift of seeing trouble a long way out.